Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. So the destruction of asuras we were thinking about, and with the dazzling flashes she bears the horror of war. Everywhere, see, when there is a duality, anywhere there is a duality, there is a competitive spirit, there is opposition, there is suppression, there is domination. All these appear when there is duality and multitude. So in the world where there is one manifesting as many, in spite of that, the Chaitanya is manifesting this universe. Each one claim its independent existence, but we can never be independent of anything. As body is a part of this universe, mind is a part of cosmic mind. We are all intimately and deeply interconnected, never to be separated. You can never be separated. Only that separation is possible from the spiritual existence of mind can be made free from the bodily identity. This is the only thing. That is what we call freedom, mukti. Mukti is to release ourselves from all bodily identity, from the physical body, from the subtle body, mind and senses, and the causal body, the sheath of ignorance. These three sheaths covering us, they taking us to waking state, dreaming state, and deep sleep. Every day we are passing through. We are identifying with the three bodies, one by one, leaving and going and coming back. Now, this identity of mind, independent of body, which is pervading the all bodies, and it is bound to move to and fro within the three bodies because of the karmic load, past karmic load. To unload ourselves from this is the most important part. I must be from karma bandhana, I have to come out. How do we come out of karma bandhana? The karmas, what we have done, action and reaction cannot be destroyed. It has to be either worked out or has to be destroyed by jnana. I am not this body, I have never done anything anytime. Yat kritam yad maya kritam tat sarvam na maya kritam. Because it is body which has done. I must have so much of identity of mind separate from the bodily existence, even while being in body, then it is possible. But karmas need not be destroyed. What is binding us more than karma is our identity with the body, the vasanas. The karma has two aspects. One is karma phala, one is vasana, the tendencies we have created. When I smoke, once I get the karma of something good or bad, some pain or pleasure, or something comes and gives me sukha or dukkha and goes away, karma phala. Vasana, to smoke again, the tendency, once I smoke, to smoke again, this tendency is dragging us. The vasanas are dragging. Karma is not dragging. Karma gives sukha dukkha and dissolves. It gives sukha or dukkha and dissolves. But the vasana is dragging. And because of this vasana, I am bound to the body. What is binding to my body, myself, the three bodies, is my vasanas. Vasana kshaya, tattva jnana, and manonasha happen at a time. Only thing we have to do is to destroy all these vasanas, tendencies I have acquired, the past momentum I have to stop. Then further you see when the train, ordinary vehicles, cycle, within a few inches you can put a brake unless it is in steep down. Vehicle, four-wheeler and all that, it takes a little more. Suppose it depends upon your speed. Suppose you are going at 100 kilometers per hour. When you apply the brake, you will see that it will at least move 6 feet. Maximum it will move 15 feet. Rubbing the earth it goes. And suppose it is train. It takes 1 to 2 kilometers after you put the brake. If you are going at 100 kilometers per hour, it will not, it just slides forth. It will not come to stop. With all that weight, so many wheels, still it slides down. Suppose you are in the flight, you can't apply brake at all. Only crashing. So you have acquired a momentum of your tendencies, eating, drinking, the tastes, each sense is demanding something. I want to enjoy. I don't want any suffering. I want to enjoy. Sukham bhuyat, dukkham me ma bhuhu. May I not get suffering. This is the tendency we have created. And this tendency is taking us forward. This tendency is to be destroyed. This is the mukti state when all things get quenched. The day the vasanas end, the whole karmic load, the mountain gets immediately dissolved. Karmas dissolved. Nothing remains. Neither prarabdha, nor sanchita, nor. You are totally in this body as an enlightened soul, untouched by the karmas. Even the body experiences the prarabdha karma also. He is just a witness, not a participant. So much of separation. In mukti also, it is not clinging to anything. It is mukta and it is mukta. When the jivan mukta leaves the body, how it will be? Vimuktasya vimuchyate. He is already mukta in the body, he is jivan mukta. And with the fall of the body, he is mukta. How is it? Now, if you break a coconut, wet coconut, still water is there, then inner, that kernel also breaks off. It is not only shell that breaks. The inner, because inner kernel is sticking to the shell. If you break, both break. The inner also breaks, outer also. But when the waters start drying up, it slowly starts separating from the shell. After completely water dries up, it totally separates from the shell and it will be inside, it will be moving. It will be moving. It is totally separated. It has become mukta. And when you break the coconut, the copra inside doesn't get broken. It remains as it is. This is jivan mukta, getting mukti. Egg also you see. When the mother hen lays an egg, break it, you will see what happens. The same egg, mother herself will break one day. She goes on giving warmth to it for hatching. Daily she comes and sits over it. Now and then, just to go and have food and again come and sit on it. And one day, the same egg, when you break earlier, there were only a few liquid coming out. Now you see, the mother breaks that shell, but inside it is separated. It has grown up and a chick is inside. When the shell breaks, cheek doesn't get affected. It immediately comes out joyfully. Like that, we separate from the self, separates from the bodily existence. When the vasanas dry up, all the vasanas get started, no more tendencies. But will all tendencies die away for realization? No. All that is binding. What is the vasanas, the tendencies which are against knowledge, jnana virodha, which are bhakti virodha, which are against the devotion to God, love of human beings, love of life on this earth and beyond. These tendencies will not harm. It will help you to realize the truth, because there is absolute absence of selfishness and absence of ego. When I love all people equally, then I don't have that limitations at all. I don't have ego, I don't have selfishness. When I love all, when I love one, then my focus, immediately I am caught there. Because there is selfishness, there is partiality, there is no equanimity, so I am bound there. When it becomes universal love, then there is no selfishness. These vasanas will not harm. With what you can serve this world, you can take care of others, that will never harm. All the vasanas that are detrimental to bhakti and jnana have to be destroyed. Other vasanas can remain. People, you see the Jivan Muktas, how they live. The Tapasyananji Maharaj was in Chennai, was explaining to us, when he, as a student, college student, he goes to Ramana Maharshi. Ramana Maharshi's name has come up everywhere, and people accept him, started accepting as a jnani, realized soul, enlightened soul. People started going. He wanted to see what is realization, what is meant by the Jivan Mukta, how he will be. He had so many things imagining. Jivan Mukta will not be affected by anything. Usually we say Jivan Mukta will not be. He will not have any desires. Nothing. If you imagine a Jivan Mukta, he will be something like a stone perhaps. He is indifferent to all things. Nothing affects him. Somebody weeping also will not affect somebody. That is a wrong understanding. He will have all the feelings that a normal person can have, same as God. Just like we, how much care of our body do we take? Small cut, I am not body, yet a small cut pains me, and it doesn't affect me when I am asleep, when I am not identifying with it. Any pain in the body, I can't walk, pain is there. When I sleep, I don't have pain at all. Identification creates that pain. Then Tapasyananji as a student goes there, and you have to go a long way walking, and imagine Tapasyananji Maharaj in his college days, means it will be in Britishers' time. All horse carriages moving about in the streets. Some 1 or 2 steam engine buses might have been there. Like that, in those days, you have to go walk and walk and walk lot of miles. And some cart here, there, we have to hire or somebody may help. So he reaches, when anybody comes to anybody's house in those days, including our childhood days in Bangalore, going to school, minimum 3 to 5 kilometers each student has to walk. Like from here to Gudangdi, walking. Every child has to go. They go. It is so accustomed and it is so natural, and it doesn't feel it is something impossible or strenuous. All will be walking. You can never a monkey or donkey expect a vehicle. Anywhere they want to simply jump and go. Today they are here, next day some other place they have already entered. Like that we see. Here when he went there, see the Ramana Maharshi comes out and sees his hands and feet are filled with dust. His body is filled with dust. Face is filled with dust. On the hairs there is dust. Ramana Maharshi comes out with a bucket of water and starts pouring with his own hands. And he is asking him to wash all things. And then he takes him inside and makes him sit and see, I have done idli today for you. And he makes him sit comfortably and gives idli, chutney and all that. In those days, imagine the idli chutney doing. You have to go on grinding in the grinding stone with hand. Make the suji of rice by grinding on the horizontal stone pieces. And this process, and he has done the idli, expecting someone to come from far off. Whoever comes will share it. He makes him sit and he puts everything in front of him. He sits by the side and like a mother, he is making him eat that. He is now and then he is seeing at the face of Ramana Maharshi. What more is there in him other than normal, a mother, other than what is there in this enlightened soul? Jivan Mukta, it seems. Why I don't find any difference. When he comes back, then he stays for many hours there. Ramana Maharshi goes on telling me how this is there, that is there, so many things. And never the topic of spiritual or this or that, God or this, that. And he comes back and then thinks, what is there in a realized soul? Nothing. And here we see great difference. What Ramana Maharshi saw and what the Tapasyananji Maharaj, when we went, what he saw? He saw an ordinary man in an enlightened man. An enlightened man. What was he seeing? God coming to his door. This is the difference. Same treatment. Any household, anywhere you go, especially in those days, even during our childhood days, I can enter any house and ask, Mother, I am hungry, give me food. Now it is not there. The days have gone. So that much of love, care, concern for others, fearless, and how much care they take. Same thing he saw in an enlightened soul. But the enlightened soul was seeing God coming to his door. He treated him with all, it was a worship, pouring water on his hand and feet, taking him, giving asana, bringing the food and feeding him, making him feel comfortable with a hand fan, making him, and going till lower heights to release him and come back. See, the enlightened soul is seeing God in man, and man is seeing enlightened soul, who is God on the earth, is seeing a perfect human. This is the difference we see between the what is enlightenment. So here comes the absence of ego totally. No enemies in that body. All good tendencies are as they are, in more pronounced way. How he would have taken care of a person, he is taking more care than the normal man who can, as if he is intensely attached. While working you will see, oh, why so much? He is taking care of everything and running about. He had some animals also in his ashrama. He used to treat them as he was treating the humans, with same love, with same concern there. Because Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Swapake Cha Pandita Samadarshana. They'll see the same God in all living beings, in ant also, in elephant also, in humans also, in all beings. A bird is flying, for them God is flying. An ant is crawling, God is crawling. Where? In God. What is this word? He is seeing divine everywhere, divine in everything. Now you see the difference. When all the asuras die in us, what will be our state? So many asuras hiding and sitting, catching hold of the mind and senses and this and that. They are possessing us from within. And we behave like sometimes animal, sometimes as human, and very rarely when they are sleeping in deep sleep slumber, we behave as some devatas also. So these asuras, the Divine Mother is destroying. Then we see all our energies has to get together to create the Divine Mother within. How all the senses, mind, intellect, all the nature what she has given us, and all the good tendencies we have acquired are the devatas. And my all bad tendencies, negativity, and the tendencies I created for seeking enjoyments in this world, these are the asuras. And asuras are always powerful because they possess all the important places in the bodily existence. So all the internal integration. My heart must try to realize God. My mind must be accepting to realize God. My senses must be seeking, when will I see God? My heart, my body, my senses, my intellect, my mind, all devatas are joining. One aim from within. I have to transcend this nature and go. Then the Divine Mother is awakened within to destroy the inner enemies. So integration of personality is one part of my existence. Integration of all the forces working in the system, all faculties coming together with one aim of realizing God and serving this humanity. Because if you love God, you will start loving everyone. Because the God is not independent of this world. This world is not independent of God. The world we see is an inseparable part of God. And God we see is an inseparable part of this world and every being in it. You see God in everyone. You see all the devatas within you and asuras within you. So there begins the destructive. How the mother, do you understand this meaning of this life? This song, the Divine Mothers. She now, and with the dazzling flashes, she bears the horror of war. The horror of war. Once this war, always the war that is dharmika yuddha. There is war which is caused by hatred, dislike, power to conquer. These are different from the other aspect of nature. So we see two aspects in our this one. One is the what we gain, the integration. The Divine Mother has to participate now, and she has to be awakened within ourselves. The dazzling flashes of the war is a terrible thing, and wherever there is dharmika yuddha, the war, dharmika, when the dharma comes into picture, righteousness comes into war between dharma and adharma. This war is war for peace. The end is always peace. For war is not for war. War becomes for war when there is both parties are claiming the worldly things and fighting. But if one of them is, the fighting is between the dharma, righteous and unrighteousness, the war is for peace. Within us, a constant war is going on to attain the absolute peace of realization of God. We want to transcend this nature and go beyond into the life eternal. For that, the inner war is constantly going on. One day it will end, and we will see the light of the transcendental realm beckoning us to the realm beyond. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.